One of the biggest problems I had as a contractor was dealing with the workers' compensation insurance company. In California, I don't need to give a name, but there's only one that dominates everything. These people are the big player. That's who I was dealing with. If you're planning on hiring employees, plan on paying workers' compensation fees. Now, to give you a general idea of what I'm talking about, how this can affect your construction company, just like to give you a general idea. When I started out with workers' compensation, I was paying about 14% for anyone who was getting paid over $18 an hour. Anyone who was getting paid less than $18 an hour, I was paying about 25%. Now, that might seem unreasonable. That might seem a little pricey. And just to break it down for you guys that really can't do math very good, for every $100 I paid in payroll, if I was paying 25%, I had to pay $25 to the workers' compensation insurance. So to give you an idea here, if I had an employee that I was paying $400 a week, on top of the $400 and on top of the other payroll expenses I had to pay, I was paying an additional $100 just to the workers' compensation insurance company. Now wait a minute, you're probably thinking that's a lot of money. It is. Every contractor has to deal with this who has employees. So keep that in the back of your mind. Whatever's happening to you, there's a good chance that it's happening to someone else. Another story I'd like to share with you about the workers' compensation. Anytime someone gets hurt on the job, you can plan on your insurance premiums raising. And let's face it, the best thing that insurance companies can do is for them is to raise your rates, and this makes them more money. And this is their main objective. Your main objective as a contractor is to make money. Theirs as an insurance company is to make money. So you can't really get mad at that. This is just the way things are. I was working for a construction company one time who had just under 100 employees. And it seemed like at least every other week, one of these employees was getting injured on the job. I don't know if this is a fact. This is what I was told. Their workers' compensation insurance rate was 200%. That's unbelievable. Like I said, I don't know if this is true. This is just what they told me. So for every $100 they're paying in payroll taxes or payroll, they're paying $200. This almost put them out of business. Now, I hired employees, and I had them employees for about 5 years. My workers' compensation insurance rate went from 25% to almost 60% in a period of 5 years, and this was a lot of money. Actually, this is one of the reasons why I got out of hiring employees. I got away from it just because it just didn't seem fair to be paying this much money for something. Now, here's the kicker. I wasn't having 2 accidents a week. I wasn't having 1 accident a year. I had 1 accident in 5 years. So this just goes to show you things might not be fair all the time. Your workers' compensation insurance could play a vital role into the survival of your company. So shop around, try to get the best rates, and lower rates are going to make you more money, by the way. So this is part of business. Deal with it, adapt to it, or get away from it and work by yourself. Either way, that's a pretty good thing about workers' compensation. Should give you an idea what you're going to be dealing with, or what you could be dealing with, especially if you haven't ever hired employees before.